really interesting. Wow. Yeah, really interesting how he considered the fold so heavily because people just under bluff in these $400 tournaments. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are his bluffs? You know, like if we really think about it, like sure, ace high, like ace high has some showdown value if you had ace five, and when he raises the turn with maybe some backdoor diamond draw or something like that, he actually gets called. And on this kind of board, like what hands do you have that you're folding?
And it's gonna have some misdraws and things too. So I think calling is the only option myself. Let's see if Boogaloo got away from it. Ooh, call is 6.
So this is close between call.
Really interesting. So call is 6, raise is 7,500 is 10 points. And I'm going to say he said that because this is a very bad player. And so he thinks the very bad player is going to stack off here with worse queens a lot. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to say. Very interesting, though. I thought call for sure was the right answer. I never am in this spot. I don't know. Interesting spot, too. I think this is a little bit of a lesson for everyone out there, too. A lot of times, the hands we want to float with, like this one, are better as raises. So this kind of falls in that category.
Yeah, and he was kind of an echo chamber for us there, saying, you know, we just get better hands to call and worse to fold. Yep. Like he's going to have some gut shots in his range. He's going to have spade draws. He's going to have king X. And we kind of know, I mean, we kind of identify kind of what cards are going to be bad for us on future streets. And we're aware how to proceed on those cards.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a very good point. You right.
That was the best. You didn't say anything. You won. Just straight up.
You won. I'm just
All right, so ooh, look at this. You're not opening this. You just looked at this. You're not opening.
Button cut off, hijack, low jack, under the gun one. You are right.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
It wouldn't
I'm
be a
already
quick.
down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play it.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standard.
Yes!
And the reason is because queen.
I just want to say for the record that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
The right. But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open
right
if your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak. Welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, you know, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
Oh, that's hilarious. And everybody's 50.
nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
What the hell? Yeah, so my dog.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
Just
always love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
Right. All right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about D-pipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are the options to fold, to call, to raise to 1,200, raise to... What? Wait a minute, he made it 800, and my man's giving options to 12 and 1,400 ounces. So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on a site with these other crushers, you know, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. You know, Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. You know, remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, you know, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation as pre-flop. I think pre.
All right, guys, we're checking, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sake.
One of the things I see people when it comes to poker is when you can get to the turn and there's an opportunity.
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1,400.
I'm going 1,400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and just see what happens.
All right, and ready for
I would
the
fold in game though, for the record, in case that's the winning end.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, no, we can't win. This is a pretty rough spot because damn it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol, you know.
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR giveaway.
A $10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. We'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then, you know, we'll do it. We'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. You know what this means.
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool because we have 2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know,
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one. All right, got the mute fail out of the way. What's up? It's the Sutdy Stream. How you doing, guys? Exclamation point PC in the chat to sign up for free to pokercoaching.com, where you can get all kind of quizzes, homework assignments, shit. You guys know we've been doing this shit for years.
what's up, fam?
What up? What up, Sixes?
What's up, guys? What's up, Toe Army Sixes Mafia? We are less than a week from Vegas. I'm excited as fuck, bro. I'm getting pumped every day thinking about it. We were just talking about it before. It is poker boot camp. It's hanging out with Toe. It's hanging out with Justin. Study and play nonstop. That's all the shit is. Study.
When you say play
talk
nonstop,
poker.
you're talking about my Simpsons arcade game, right?
Yeah, video games, poker, drinking games.
He hasn't seen the new house.
Right.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Casa de Toe has been upgraded, so fuck yeah, baby. He said he had that room overlooking the strip, you know.
Yep. What's up, Ian? Thank you for the 43 months and Ginger with 54 months. All the months. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. A lot of fucking months. Poker Pro Contrast. What up, Meatball? How you doing? What up, guys? Sorry if my voice is a little scratchy. I was at the global party and the music was so loud I was literally screaming, "Hi! Yes, I'm God's big toe!" for hours. Poker coaching. Sorry, off track. Keyword. The way this is going to work. Keyword in the chat is poker coaching in both streams. Type in poker coaching. You get entered into a giveaway. I'm going to draw one winner from my stream. Six is going to draw one winner from his stream. You guys are going to compete in one of these random quizzes, and then we'll give you $5 if you outscore the mafia, or vice versa. There you go. Easy. Get gambling on getting better at gambling. We love it. We love it. Big money. What up? Good morning. Yeah, so and this is a weird one, like you actually come in like, you usually are the guy who sneaks in the middle of the night, like Thursday. And now you actually come in like bright and early, Friday morning.
8:30 a.m. I'll be in Vegas. So yeah, we were talking maybe you have to stream that night potentially, so maybe hang out on the Toe stream, maybe play a little bit of stuff. We'll see. Marlon will probably be there, so yeah.
Marlon is out of town. He snuck off to Texas in the middle of the night.
Oh, piss.
He tried to send me a text and warn me that it was leaving, but it's Marlon talking to Siri. So you can only imagine what his text looked like. I had no idea what the fuck he was saying. And then he's like, sorry, till I'm gone. I was like, what?
Ah, damn.
Said, Siri tried to tell you. Cap, Monkey May High, what's up? Marlon, oh, you're in, Marlon. You're in. You're good. Never mind. You are good. You are good. I've been giving him shit every time I see him. So he's going off in chat. What up, Cap?
Oh, you motherfuckers. Is somebody going to hop in this damn...
Somebody get in sixes.
No, what the fuck it is.
Chat giveaway. He called it beforehand. Give my man sixes some love. What the fuck?
All you guys got to do is hop in. One person. Do I have zero? Fuck it. Let's all go to Toe Stream. Anyway.
Trying to get a flight home on Friday, Marlon. Right on. If you're here on the 2nd, I think we're going to have a little housewarming party on the 2nd.
Woo.
Sixes comes in on Friday. Jave comes in a couple days later.
Oh, you ain't got to be sorry. Somebody just has to type poker coaching in the
Give
chat.
sixes some fucking love.
Oh. It's free. Holy shit. It's tilting.
Marlon said he refuses to enter the giveaway on your side. He's no traitor.
I mean, I understand. You can just get on my site and grief it like you normally would anyway.
What quiz do you want to do? There's a James Romero quiz, which I'm just awfully curious about because those are like a unicorn.
Yes.
You want to do that one first?
Yes and yes.
Yes
Hell
and
yeah.
yes. It says solver practice, so I have no idea what this is going to be like with 5-6
Oh, we do
suited.
this shit every day. You know it's going to be... I mean, we do this every day, so it'd be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, dude, I feel that journeying. I just dropped my kid off at a birthday party. Thank you, Toe Army.
Thank you for taking care of that
coming
command,
over and supporting me. Thank you. I have no mafia. It's all the army. We're all one big family now. Fuck
It's
it.
noon. Tell the mafia to wake the fuck up.
There is no mafia. I've been abandoned.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's over. GG.
There's always room. There's always room for you in the army, my man.
All right, thank you. Let's run it.
Let's run it. Contrast coming in first.
Yep.
Oh shit. Legend on legend. Violence. You ready to roll this quiz?
Cap says, I keep getting disconnected. Yeah, do you want me to re-roll it, buddy, or are you good to go?
Uh-oh.
One Poker Pro for you. Thank you for that follow, buddy. Hope you're having a good day.
Contest is Toe. Thursday ACR,
Right,
33 out of 30K PKO. Second place out of 1070 entries for 3 Gs. Fixing links. Thank you, Toe. And
Thank
sixes.
you, all you have to do is
fucking
mute
go.
my stream and type shit in the chat. Holy God. All right, let's do it.
All right, ready to roll the quiz?
Yes.
Look at these. Wait, before we start that,
1666.
look at these quiz options here. This is going to be interesting and fun. All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Action folds to us on the button, 60 big blinds deep.
Oh,
what
shit.
percentage of hands should we be opening here?
Is he fucking leaving? Why is it? What? Did
What?
you hear anything?
Yeah, I did. He said, what percentage of hands are we opening on the button? It was like a 10-second little some shit.
Why didn't I hear anything?
Now you want to know why they don't come to your fucking stream.
Do you guys hear it?
Didn't you test? I thought we tested the audio.
I did. And I still
It was being weird. It was being weird about my mic, too. Right?
I hear nothing. Yeah, I didn't hear anything there. Wait a minute.
It was really quick. Like, it's literally 6 seconds.
Action folds to us on the button, 60 big blinds deep. What
Here, let's try it
percentage of
again.
hands should we be opening here?
Action folds to us on the button, 60 blinds deep. What percentage of hands should we be opening here?
Nope, nothing. But the stream is. But bro, what the fuck? I don't want to take too much time.
The video isn't muted, right, in the browser?
No, it's on full. It's on full.
And
I'm in my
then
sound mixer.
if you click on the speaker in the bottom right corner,
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
if you pick up the
Oh,
speaker,
that's my microphone stuff. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
did you figure it out?
No, I thought I did.
If you click on the speaker in the bottom right corner, it'll pop up like your volume thing. And it'll say where it's outputting to and have like an up arrow.
Oh, the output is it's outputting not to my headphones.
There you
Oops.
go.
There we go.
Try and play it now.
There we go. I'm sorry.
Got it.
All right, what percentage of hands should we be opening here? I'm sorry.
54% is everything in the army. Everyone's saying 54%. 54%, 54%. 54.4 to be exact, says Contrast. He cheated and looked it up.
All right. What percentage of hands should we be opening? Cat was the question if you didn't hear it. But yeah, where we at? Good Lord, haven't seen one of these quizzes before. We got these quizzes are. He hasn't done a lot of them, but his quizzes are definitely
Different.
A lot different.
This is good stuff.
Turning says 100%.
100%.
The sixes is a big blind. 100%.
All of the hands.
Try playing a random YouTube and see if you can hear it. No, it was my settings. It's good to go now. I apologize. All right, 55%. Cap is going. Where you at over there, Joe?
Everybody says 54%.
54% it is. What are you thinking?
I mean, it's got to be the highest number. I would be surprised if it wasn't a little higher at 60 bigs deep. I mean, I definitely think against some people in the blinds, we're definitely opening 65, 70%, maybe even up to 80 if they're really weak in the blinds. But the thing about this is that James Romero doesn't play in weak tournaments. He plays in soft 25Ks. So 54% seems good.
All right, let's see what James has to say about this. He usually supports these with charts and everything like that. So it's pretty cool. Let's hopefully it sounds great. So let's do it.
We're opening 54% of hands from the button here. Hands as bad as Jack-2 suited, 10-3 suited, 5-3 suited, 8-7 off, 9-7 off, and King-5 off. One of the biggest mistakes I see intermediate players make is they don't open the button cutoff hijack enough. Make sure that you're making those adjustments as you are in later position and are raising a lot. So facing this raise from the big blind, what percentage of the time should the big blind be folding pre-flop?
Oh, wait, the shit got weirder.
Uh-oh.
All right. So we opened 56% or 54%, whatever it was, on the button. Good one there. And then what percentage of hands should the big blind be defending? This is a much tougher question.
Meatball says he's sitting in an aquarium.
His first quizzes were funny when he first started doing them. You could tell he was nervous because every one of them looked like this.
Yeah, now he's chill. I love it.
His eyes aren't bulging out of his head.
Yeah.
5-6 suited, a.k.a. the pocket ace cracker.
Big blind.
He looks like they said it looks like a fake NASA video. He's about to walk on the moon. Monkey Man says 23% in general, 100% against sixes.
What percentage of hands should we be folding? It says it right there in the middle. If you're in the big blind. This is for the big blind. How often are you folding if you're facing this 2.5x raise?
I'll be honest, man. I don't know the exact number here off the top of my head. I know that most people are defending this wider than those numbers and potentially making a mistake.
We know the ballpark.
Yeah, but those are all kind of ballpark in the same area, right? Like it's all
Within
all
5, yeah,
super
within
close.
like 5 to 10%. Yeah, that's true. Like the 37 and the 32.
Yeah,
The
and
28
32
to
and 28 is close. The 23 is the only one that's kind of gapped out there.
Yep.
28%. I see a 23. I see a 28. I see a 23. I see people shook as hell.
Raging out coming in with the 69.
Contrast, what are you doing?
This would be my understanding that there would be no math. Of course there's math. For specific race sizes we should be defending.
23 for contrast. Hey, good morning, Tina. She says 37%.
I have absolutely no idea. I'm guessing here.
Contrast says 28. Change his answer right in time.
All right.
You can change contrast. We haven't gone anywhere yet.
It says 37. I fold less than that for real. Okay.
I think most people over defend.
So Kemp's at 23%.
28 for contrast.
What do you think?
Fuck, I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I could be convinced. I know it's 28 to 37. I'm taking 23 out for sure. 37 seems a little high as I'm trying to like carve that out of the range chart. It's like 32. I guess 32 maybe.
Yeah, if we're thinking about it, I try to think of it like in the perspective of like if we start with 100% of hands and we fold the bottom 15% of hands to offsuit deuces and stuff like that, always for sure to 2.5x, and then we might get to fold. Are we folding king deuce off and stuff like that? Are we folding any suited hands?
No.
Are we folding 7 deuce suited to this ever? Are we folding 6 deuce suited to 2.5 and stuff like that? I mean,
yeah, I mean that's kind of how I pictured pretty much every suited hand, and then kind of carved out all that offsuit: king deuce, king 3, jack deuce,
Queen,
jack 3,
queen
jack 4,
4.
queen 4, queen 5, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that seems
I
like
just try to envision like a range,
Yeah.
like the range. Like instead of just trying to randomly think of, I don't fucking know what number, just think of like if we have 100% of range of hands and then kind of cutting it out from there.
Mhm.
So it's like it's 23 to 28, but Cap's at 23.
contrast at 28. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 28. So I think it's 28 or 32.
Yeah.
23 seems tight. But
I mean, we're defending a lot.
Jeff Gem, 60 months. Thank you, buddy.
Oh my God.
All the legends resubbing
Legend.
right now. Holy hell.
60 months, beast.
All right, let's do it. 28 for
shoot.
contrast. Whoop.
I didn't even see Meatball. Thank you for that sub, man. It was a couple minutes ago. I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Meatball. You the man. Let's go ahead and run it. Let's do it. Kev says 23. Let's go.
28 for us.
Big blind will be
Makes
folding
sense.
about 23% of the time.
Oh, folding. I had it backwards,
Five
not
off,
calling.
Lower folded jack
No,
4
folding.
off
Yeah.
and queen 2 off.
That's why those numbers are low.
And worse are all
Look.
folded, and the rest are either called or 3-bet. Big blind comes along, check c-bet, small on the flop, call, 10 of clubs turn. So which sizings are most commonly used for the button turn double barrel here?
Damn.
He is putting y'all asses, making you think.
I mean,
love
this feels like we're in a session with Affleck right now. Like when you and I studied with Affleck live.
Bro,
This is exactly what it feels like.
He doesn't say what are we doing with this hand.
Nope.
What should we be doing with this range? What percentage in what hands? I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like really makes you think really hard.
Does. Contrast is 25 to 75% pot is what we are betting here on the turn.
Mace says 50 to 100. Keto says 25 to 75. Meatball says 50 to 100. Kep says 75 to 150. Okay.
50 to 100. Contrast got his answer in time. Changed it.
Cool.
25 to 75, says Dennis.
And Kep says 75 to 150.
We got 6 points for the 28%.
Yeah, we got
You got it right.
23 is right. Yep. And this is
50 to 100. Says
so your guy already answered?
Yeah, 50 to 100.
And Kep says 75 to 150. I know. I mean, you want to go or?
I mean, I'm leaning 50 to 100, right? Because we're going to usually go somewhere between 60 and pot. You're always over betting turn.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's 75 to 100 for sure, right? I mean, 150, 75 to 150 for sure. At 60, right? Versus this.
I think
we get to overbet.
Changes the board enough.
Yeah, but I think we get to overbet that card. And I feel like we get some overbets here on turns for sure.
You know, it's really good.
Given given that we're just gonna have naturally all the ace kings and the stronger kings and things like that. And more king tens and king queen and ace king and pocket kings and pocket aces. I think we get to just overbet here a lot when not with just specifically this hand, just in our range in general and spots like this. I would always just say it's 75 to 150. I don't know if we're ever going this fucking small.
Never going small. 25 to 75.
So I think
definitely
it's
out.
yeah. So I think we definitely have a lot of overbets on turn. I just don't think people do it. Like the solver says, I think definitely do it. Everybody just leans at 60 because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
And people don't just overbet like they're supposed to. So.
Yeah, you know who's really good at this spot is Joel Huckleberry. And he knows he hits these spots every time at the.
I don't overbet as much. I usually just find the pot because I find like the EV is probably just reasonable between pot and overbet, but it should be probably more overbet. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking dead wrong.
No, you could definitely be right.
I feel like I see it a lot. When I'm fucking around with the Sims, so let's see what we're gonna go with Cap. I feel you, Cap. I'm on team Cap right now, 75 to 150. Let's see what Mel thinks.
Let's find out.
So both ranges are very wide here, and when the button has
8 points,
King X,
50 to 100.
he can bet very, very large. And also, the larger that he gets to bet with King X, the more bluffs he gets to bet as well. So the sizings here for the button will be very large. Somewhere in between 75 and 150% pot. Here is what our strategy looks like on the turn. We have most 10x checking and most king X using
Domo?
the 100 to 150% pot sizing.
Look how many different sizes.
So with 5-6 of diamonds, it is a follow through. With this specific combo, we chose to go 65% pot. What percentage of the time should Big Blind be raising with his range? Not specifically the hand that he has, which is Queen 7 suited.
Damn, just gave the shit away. Asked it. Oh, I know. I mean.
Interesting. Odin. That was Odin.
Cap the damn beast. Yeah, I study with Cap.
It was 8 points for 50 to 100, so definitely not a wrong answer. Just not the rightest answer.
We do 2 hours of solver work a week, and then all the work he does himself. Yeah, he's a handful.
He's a nit.
Yeah, I mean, we hang out in our Nits Anonymous group once a week, I should say.
10% says Monkey May I. How often should we be raising, or should the big blind be raising this bet?
I'd say 12 to 15% raise from the big blind.
20%
shit in between 10%. So Kep says 10%. AC says 10%. AC ain't gonna charge no more. $10.
10 for Dennis, 10 for Monkey May I, 20 for Tina with a question mark. She might be changing her answer.
10% seems reasonable.
Contrast, what are you doing, buddy? 10%.
Nits Anonymous, I'm the president of that group.
I'm not only a member. 20% says Marlon.
My guess
Never, says Tina. No check raises.
All right, so Kep went 10. Where you at over there?
Contrast went 10 as well.
Never.
Never.
Never. I think it's a never.
I was sitting here trying to think of like what hands I would do it with, and
How the hell would you mix it? How would you balance it? I don't know. Never.
I'm on team never as well.
Team never.
You, me, and Tina, the only nevers.
I think, yeah, I didn't see one ever. Everybody else is going 10. I'm on team never. So let's see if I'm just dead fucking wrong. I mean, indeed, maybe you could show us we can balance this with like.
Especially
What
when
the
you think
hell would we
about,
want,
like, we didn't 3-bet pre, right? So we don't have ace king. We don't have kings.
But you have to balance the range, right? The way
Yeah.
I would say, like, if I'm going to check raise here, what hand would I want to check raise bluff that I wouldn't just want to realize equity with? If
What
it
hand
is
would
a
you
combo
want to check
draw.
raise for value? Like, are you ever just check raising? You don't have ace king and king, so like, are you ever check raising king queen?
7 right now and stuff like that. If you're going to just
Seven?
check raise strong value hands, what bluffs are you going to use in between? Are you going to use queen? Are you going to use some second pairs?
Queen
Maybe
jack
if you're gonna
clubs?
use, because I mean, queen jack 7, right? It blocks his king jacks. It blocks his jack 10s in his combo draw. Stuff like that. Maybe he shows in the solver it is 10%, and you're mixing 2 pairs with some blockers with the queen and a jack in a second pair. But I don't know.
I think if you have queen jack clubs, you have too. It's one of those spots where you have too much equity to raise it. You really want to see that fifth.
That's
card
what I was
no matter
asking.
what.
But maybe
Yeah.
you want to use something with a 7 and a blocker. Yeah,
Like
that
jack
kind of
7
stuff.
or queen 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, Cap. I mean, maybe you want to have that. I would go never, but let's see what Romeo thinks.
All
Let's
right.
do it. Woo!
Okay.
Yeah. Why is it not
What-
playing?
So both ranges are very wide.
I had to
Yours do
click-
that too?
Yeah, I had to click play. You just click on click on the video. Oh wait,
What?
Button has King X.
yeah,
Did
yeah.
yours do that as well?
It automatically went and didn't play the video, but if you can, just,
Oh, here it is.
you can just click play.
That was
So both ranges are very wide here, and when the button has King X, he can bet very, very large. And also, the larger that he gets to bet with King X, the more bluffs he gets to bet as well. So the sizings here for the button will be very large, somewhere in between 75 and 150% pot. Here is what our strategy looks like on the turn. We have most 10x checking and most King X using the 100 to 150% pot
in position.
sizing. So with 5-6 of diamonds, it is a follow through.
Oh wait, no, that's
With this
replaying the old
specific
video.
Combo, we chose to go.
Yeah, it's
65%
grief.
It is
pot.
replaying.
It's griefed.
What percentage of the
The
time
quiz
should
is broken.
Big blind be?
It's griefed.
Why?
I think the answer looks right. I think the video is griefed.
Guys, it's fucking busted. There's nothing we can do. We just torched. Holy shit. That was awesome. Good stuff. Good thing there were some good learning material.
Tons.
There was some good learning material in there. It feels bad that we got grief to end it. But nonetheless, we did learn a lot. Kept swished it. We don't know the reasoning why.
Because he's fucking kept.
Specifically, Toe sent it in to support instantly, which is good, so it'll be fixed. And maybe we'll revisit the ending because that feels really bad not to see the ranges since he was going in depth there. Because I mean, honestly, I would almost not really use it, but as you guys were talking about, it makes sense to use some blockers and maybe a 7 and a pair blocker and some stuff.
I wish we could have seen the chart.
Yeah, I wanted to see the rest of his range there. I feel pretty bad.
I mean, I guess I can kind of pull this up too.
Yeah, we can also just run the spot ourselves.
Yeah.
But we'll just keep the stream rolling. Kept swish that bitch.
Nice
Good
one,
job.
Kev. Nice one. This was a tough one.
Hey,
Play the last 9 seconds of the video.
and
Raising
supporting.
with his range.
Thank you, my friend.
Not
You the man.
specifically the hand that he has, which is Queen.
No,
That's
that's just a repeat of
also
what I'm
a
saying.
mod in the Discord. Mod squad. Mod squad carry. All right, we're gonna go ahead, pick another quiz. We're gonna draw another. Kev, hit me up, buddy. You already know. Whisper me, and if I haven't sent you, I will send you. I think I'm Busto at ACR. I have no idea if I have any money there. I have it up here in the background. I think I've given all the money away. Like I didn't even play anything. I just had months of just giving the roll away. Never played, never reloaded. Holy shit.
All right, new keyword in the chat for the next quiz. Congratulations, Kep. The new keyword is griefed.
That feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. We didn't get to see the end. All right, keyword grief. We'll pick another quiz in the meantime. I'm salty. You know the Aflac ones are going to be good as well. We have him playing the Bellagio 10K 5 Diamond.
You just want to start at the top and work our way down? 16, 50, 85?
Yeah, we can do that. I'm sorry to hear that, Fish. Fish on 210. I'll try to see if I can help you out there, man, when I get some time. Yeah, I'll try to help you out with that ticket, buddy. But while you guys are getting in there, cool. WSOP in a week. Can't wait. Tag team next Sunday. You ready, Toe?
Yep, I got my hand sanitizer. I got my mask.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
What? Yeah, you just got to be ready to play a 12-hour day, my friend.
Where the fuck are you going to be?
We're in the casino, right?
He's going to be in the Encore Day Club.
Yeah, I'm
popping bottles.
Yeah, I'll be at the pool. You'll be playing the tag team carrying us today, too.
God, this is reminding me of 2009.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I played a bunch. Bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you played. That doesn't mean I didn't carry.
Bullshit.
I am going to have an hazmat suit on. And I'm going to be freaking out. I'm going to make some sort of betting error because I'm like, fuck, did I touch my face? I think I just touched my fucking face. Fuck. He sneezed. Oh, shit. Raise. I raise.
I'm up. Tag out sixes. I'm done. All right. I'm ready to roll it.
I don't know that I'm going to play the main or not yet. I might be playing the minimum possible because there's just been such an outbreak that I'm kind of shook, to be honest with you. Rolling it. B money. Let's go.
Hey,
been working hard on his game the last few weeks.
You know what's funny? We got the new follower run good.
Oh,
One
shit.
Poker Pro for you. Shipping that bitch.
Let's
good job,
go.
buddy. Good
Welcome
luck.
to the stream. Good luck.
Welcome to the stream and good fucking luck, man. We're gonna do this 1685 where our friend Matt Affleck is playing the 5 diamond Bellagio 10K. So
Let's roll it.
Let's do it.
Alrighty here. Bellagio 10K 5 diamond. We got King Queen off in the cutoff, playing 32,000 at 1200 big blind. Got a raise from a very loose player under the gun 1. Low jack, who's a competent reg flats. Should we fold, call, raise to 8,000, or go all in?
Fucking Jeff had the best idea ever. I just got to get Angry Pollock to hold my cards for me like High Hands did and have her do all the cootie touching. Awesome idea, Jeff. Bonus points for you.
The hell, Jeff. So funny.
What up, unforeseen?
All right, guys, we got the King Queen O.
Monkey Man says, "Fold, don't do it, Affleck." 30 bigs deep. B money, rip it, dipping it, all in.
Squeeze with King Queen suited, King Queen off. I think I don't hate folding this. Cap says, "How you doing, Hawk? Good to see you, bro." Keto is calling. Fold better than call. Peanut says, seeing all kinds of the opinions. What are you guys thinking?
Call, maybe fold, don't do it, Affleck. All in, call. Close to a jam, but Marlon going 8K instead. Tina going 8K.
Trini says, yee. It's over. Raised 8K out juice. Call. Dang, look at this spot. A lot of people wanting to call. We are in the cutoff here as well, guys.
What is this? Button cutoff 4-3. Under the gun 1 open, 3 calls, and it's a loose spaz.
We have 32K, 27 bigs. About 30 bigs. We have no calling range, Kev says. We are in the cutoff as well. Interesting. Oh, I should put this on this.
Loose player has us covered. He would come over the top, depending how loose he is. And I think spazzy, he might come over the top. Just because it's loose doesn't mean he's going to spaz, right?
Right.
Big Slick AK, first time chat. Never a call. Raise, won't isolate, fold, and wait for ace-X. What are you doing? You got ready?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just letting the chat go. They were everybody. DC Dorsab says a bunch of calls. 8K off of 27 feels disgusting. The Rock is folding. 8K isn't even an option. We have no calling range. So, okay, cool. Mostly, I would say overall, mostly calls, a few 8Ks, handful of folds. Everybody feel like doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Man of the hour, one poker pro for you is calling here.
All in for beat money. Squozen.
What are you at, Toe?
I ain't gonna lie and say I don't fold this a good chunk of the time. Although I do think there is some call on the charts. I'm never jamming.
I'm never fucking calling this. I'd rather jam. I'll probably mostly fold to +1. Low jack competent red still at 25. I think our range should be a little bit tighter to +1 if they're in later positions. Fine, but I maybe it does. If anything, just makes the squeeze to look really strong, and then folds to an all in, and then it just preserves if anything. But going all in versus this range does for 25 doesn't feel great. We still have 3 players behind. This range pretty strong. Has some traps here at 25 as well that might just call. Maybe just folding more than anything, and then some 8K.
What sixes? Did you ask me if I have a chart for this spot? Why, yes, I do.
I mean, calling has to be so. You do?
I do. So it's mixing. It's mixing all 3 options. Fold, mix a little bit of call, mix a little bit of raise, no all in.
Please, God, say mostly fold.
It is 40% fold, 40% raise to 7.5, not all in, and 22% call.
I have. That can't be right.
We pay a lot of money for this tool sixes.
Yeah, I'm using it right now, and it says it's folding mostly. All right, mostly folding. We are going to call, and let's see what. I mean, you can change your range here. It's a loose spaz, right? So
sure. So you just adjust a little more, probably call or raise a little bit more than fold.
Yeah, versus a loose spaz. Maybe you want to call more. But going outside of theory, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Jamming. Let's go.
All right.
I really think there's only 2 options here, and it's fold or raise to 8,000. A lot of people are like, well, you have less than 30 big blinds. How are you raising to 8,000? I still have hands like aces, kings, queens, ace, king suited, jacks that want to squeeze to a non-all-in sizing here. And so we want to have some bluffs. I think king, queen offsuit as a low frequency one is very reasonable. I think ace, jack offsuit is a very reasonable one. And so I think squeezing here and having a squeeze fold range is still reasonable. But the problem here is this flat is just way too strong.
All right.
No position from a good player.
Fold, huh?
And this player's more opening a low jack range. So I don't hate squeeze. I think folding's probably just best. I don't think flatting is very good here in the cutoff. Overcalling we just don't want to do a lot of here. And if we do, we want suited hands. So yeah, I think folding is just the best option. I did squeeze to 8,000. I think this is a little bit reckless for sure. And we got 2 callers here. So there's 24K, 27K in the pot. We have 24. They check to us. Should we check, bet 6,000, bet 12,000, or go all in?
All right. We took the option that I said I would probably do it by. I mostly, dude, if you ever do anything, it has to be very small. Everything else sucks and mostly folds. We do get called in both spots and get a 10 high flop. Where you at, guys? It does not feel great.
And an SPR of less than 1.
Yeah, Matt putting your ass in hell right now.
They said I had it wrong. I looked at 30 bigs deep. At 25 bigs deep, it is 68% fold.
Yeah.
Check. Be money checking.
Called in both spots. Yeah.
Drugs checking.
Lil Rock in the motherfucking house was still my dude.
Monkey Man says, small bet this dumpster fire.
Ruh-roh. All right. Check, he says that Matt 3-bet. Called in both spots. 24K in our stack, 27K in Zipots. All right, we're just checking here. Poker Pro is.
So are we.
Check 100%. This spot sucks.
What are you doing, Sixes?
I mean, dude, I'm trying to realize. I'm trying to hit a king or a queen and go broke. I'm definitely not. I don't think this is a spot where I'm going to bet small and get jammed up this second. And I don't think this interacts well enough with our 3-bet range outside of overpair. We are blocking king 10 and queen 10. Hands like that might have called with 8s, 9s, and stuff like that. Maybe there's still a few traps, but I don't know. I'm mostly just checking this in the back seat. Maybe we go 6K. If we do get called, find some spades, a jack, a king and the queen, and the ace to jam in the back seat, so we don't necessarily cap our range. If I'm doing it's mostly check, but I could see 6K to not cap our range and find some turns to just rip.
And maybe we just get them both to fold on a board that's kind of weak, right? Like
that feels very. But neither should have much 10x in their just flat range.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And we have the king of spades, so getting it heads up. And if we get jammed off this equity, it's not the worst in the world. But part of me really doesn't mind just maybe realizing some equity with this hand and turning a spade, a king, or queen. They can see a small bet, and we can decide to go broke then, rather than betting small and then getting jammed on. That doesn't feel great either. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn between 6K and check, personally.
Me too.
I don't think I'm full frequency fucking just checking here. I'm at least considering going small.
I actually think I would probably be betting super small more often than checking. Just praying I can either get one fold, pick up a spade, and buy the river, or get them both to fold, and then otherwise I'm gone. I don't really care about getting raised off this hand.
Well, we're also just thinking of like interaction for our range, and they're in 2 players here. I don't know.
And it's dry board.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and check though, and see what Matt thinks. Poker Pro is checking here, so let's go ahead and see. Yeah. 6.
You want me to be completely honest here? I don't know what the hell I should do here. It's not really a spot. It's pretty hard. Hard spot to model in a 3-way solve. I have no idea what the ranges are.
I love this answer.
Pairs here. Jacks, queen,
I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking.
If I had king, queen, no spade, I think this makes a lot of sense to check back. With the king of spades, though, probably should just go all in with 2 overcards. Like, yeah, they're going to call with 9s sometimes, but we're doing pretty well against that. We're getting a good price. We can get ace highs to fold. We can get the ace of spades, jack to fold, which is good for us. Probably should just be all in. I want to go all in here with like queens no spade, jacks no spade, maybe even kings no spade.
I love it.
Probably want to go all in with here. So I think going all in is reasonable. I think checking back is reasonable. I don't know how much fold equity I have here 3 ways. So, but I think all in's probably the best option. But like I said, I mean, I'm guessing. I'm guessing here. If I didn't have the spade,
it says I'm guessing. Okay, cool.
I check back. We get the jack of hearts on the turn, and now the low jack leads for 80,000.
This is so awful.
We fold, call, or go all in.
That gets put in the hardest.
The solver, we'd have to run this hand individually. I can't use like the web-based solver for this, Ian, because it's a 3-way pot. They don't have multi-way spots. So I'd have to put it in simple 3-way and kind of find out. And then we'd have to try and figure out what the fuck the ranges are, which are super weird. So
you have to try to know lock ranges and stuff.
It's pretty tough to run. That's why Matt was like, look, let's be honest here. Nobody knows the answer to this spot.
Yeah, because it's a loose spaz. You can't use a theory range for a loose spaz calling range. I mean, you can. It's just this. It's hard, man. And we're 60 bigs deep. Or what did we start the hand with? Actually, 27.
I know if we call this, we have 10 bigs behind.
Wait a minute. What are you doing here, Poker Pro for you? Can we jam King Queen suited pre as a squeeze? Why ye?
It was 100% call.
You can.
It's one of those weird ones where King Queen suited is a great hand, and so you want to flat that one, but like King Jack is jamming as a squeeze.
Yes, King Queen suited call.
Yeah.
You're right. King Queen suited so good, you just call.
Yeah.
You don't get called by worse.
Yeah. You block.
keep in worse.
You block ace, king, ace, queen, kings, and queens.
You keep in worse King X, Queen X in their range rather than just narrow their range to hands to call you and beat you.
Yeah.
But let's see. Poker Pro is calling 19% to catch the card. You come up with that.
This is such a fucked up spot.
All ends.
I didn't think it could be any more hellish, but then checks around and we get this situation here.
Draining is folding. Mason's going all the ends. Oh my gosh. Keto's calling.
Money saying fold.
19% for ace or 10 or 9, you said. King and queen can be good outs as well, so you might want to add those just in case as well.
I mean, this is a 3-bet pot, so are they good?
Maybe.
Murky.
You can't just say no.
No, murky.
Yep. I think it's screw it all in because I actually think it's good, DC said. Some catch some bucket YOLO all ins in 10Ks. All right, I'm sorry, let's get to it. Poker Pro is calling.
B Money saying fold.
Toe is saying.
I don't fucking know. I really don't know. Jamming seems like a nightmare. We have like no fold equity. And this guy's betting into two people. Multi-way, I think fold.
Wow. I mean, we just have to put in money in position.
Yeah.
We just have to fucking put in money. I can't imagine that we're not putting in some money here when we pick up equity. I don't know if jamming accomplishes a lot. We do block a lot of king, queen. I mean, we have equity. Maybe it just does get some folds. I mean, we at least have to call. I'm at least calling. I wonder if jamming has any merit. Yeah, I mean, I'm at least calling. There's just no.
I can't argue.
I can't fold. So we realize this much equity. I don't know. Like we're drawing to the nuts as well. Like there's just no way we're folding in position. So at least call. I wonder if Matt says ever jam for some reason here that I don't see.
Who knows?
But yeah, exactly.
We're in the twilight zone part of the tree.
Matt's guessing. I'm guessing.
We're all guessing.
We're all just fucking guessing.
Two fun quizzes in a row.
Hell yeah, bro.
Exclamation point PC in the chat if you want to sign up for free.
Fuck it, if you want to go all in and shoot your way out, I'm not mad at you. You want to shoot your way out? Okay. All right, we're calling.
Let's do it.
Can't fold, please God.
Another spot. I just have no idea what to do here.
He
this
says
is
it again.
a guessing game. This situation is not supposed to be occurring, so I don't have anything to.
He broke the solver kind of deal, too.
Yeah, he did. Blunder.
Obviously, we have a strong draw. Right. I wouldn't even
give him the buzzer, sixes.
We're barely getting the right price. We still have the under the gun +1 player behind us that could very easily be checking a hand like 10s, 7s, 5s, Jack 10 suited. I wouldn't have to say they can definitely have a strong hand still behind us. They're going to check a lot on this board, even on the turn.
I imagine card removal is pretty bad at 3-bet pot too.
Very, very, very weird spot.
A lot of aces out of the deck.
Spades is good to have here because bluffs probably need to contain a spade in them.
True.
To be bluffing here. So I had no idea what to do here. Shoving obviously sucks. We're just going to get called by ace 9 of spades, ace 8 of spades, ace queen of spades, and we're just drawing dead. So I elected for a fold here. I don't know. I think it's close. Fold. Shove. Calling seems like it kind of sucks with them really going behind, but maybe we should just call and then call off if this player shoves.
He does. What did you do here?
Honest, this is one of those spots that's no idea what to do. It's probably a really strong bet, so I think folding is reasonable here, even though we have an open.
Oh, he did fold.
It's just one to come, so it's not that strong of a draw.
All right. Big different on the flop for sure. Jack 10-7 on the flop.
Yes. Well,
that was a weird one and a tough one. Put us in the part of the tree. Nobody knew what to do. It's funny that he.
This was a real tough one. Poker Pro, I'm not mad at your score here. I mean,
no, this
it doesn't look great.
Spot.
It was a tough one.
Spot you should never be in.
Yeah, I think I just got pre-flop right, and then I'm not in this spot. Like, just so I can get the hell out of here versus +1's range in this call a lot, and you're going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You make it 8K, and then you get this weird multi-way action when you feel like you compound mistakes and torch money. Yeah, this was a situation
and the card removal, again, like, is a problem, right? They're going to have a lot of ace-X in their range, and so that's less outs for us.
And another weird lesson here was, like, you can not compound your mistakes. Like, Matt thinks he made a mistake pre-flop, right? And he acknowledged it. He got post-flop, and he really didn't put in any more chips from there on out and compound the mistake, right? Like, he just decided to realize some equity going forward, not just jam. He thought jamming was fine. But on top of that, he didn't want to put in any more money and, oops, I misclicked, and compound the mistake.
I love that
cool.
Affleck puts these quizzes up
16.
here. 21 for us. We got you.
Ooh, eat.
Yeah.
That was a struggle bus one.
Yeah, 10-8-3.
Because nobody got the jam right. Like jamming turn. I didn't see one.
No.
What a big turn.
8 on the flop, 10 on the turn. Who was it? B-Money. Let me know how you want your money. I don't know. PayPal, Skrill, ACR. Carrier Pigeon.
Chino,
Western
what's
Union.
good? I'll be in Vegas on Friday. I'm excited. I can't wait. New keyword.
Back to quizzes. New keyword.
Cat Jam.
Oh, you went old school.
I had to do it before you tried to veto it.
B-Money, send me, whisper me your actual ACR screen name. I'm not sure if it's exactly what your host name is here. I just want to make sure I get it right before I send it. Cat Jam in the chat for you to be the next contestant. The quiz is gonna be.
I just like seeing it. I'm in Vegas every day. Ha.
Me too.
I'll be out there Friday. Yeah. 1681 will be cool. Wait a minute. Yeah, we can do that.
A little jail.
Marginal made hand.
Oh, damn.
All the Europeans getting in now. Awesome. DC said he basically said, I don't know, it might be fine to every option on multiple streets.
Yeah, like again, it's a spot you're never supposed to be in, so I'm trying to navigate that efficiently. Is
one thing you'll notice when you start playing with the solver, the EV between a lot of situations is super duper close. Like the EV between jamming and checking that spot might actually, if you ran it, be extremely close.
within a couple of points.
I mean, yeah, within thousandths of a point of an EV, you know. So, you said 1681?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give you guys another second to get in there. Let me go ahead and throw PC in the chat. If you guys are new, I know every week we get a few new people out there lurking or just joining in. If you enjoy these quizzes, you can get access to about 20 to 25 free ones on the site with access to charts and some free shit just by creating an account. So go ahead and check that out. Also, we kick it in the Discord. The Discord is a great resource. Tons of study groups, hand history reviews.
4 study groups a week.
4 study groups a week, man. Yeah, plus this. And all kind of like giveaways and shit. So let me make sure to give away a link to that or add a link to that so you guys can check that out. Boom. All right, cool. I am ready to roll it when you are, my man.
Tana in for the army.
Ruh-roh. All right. Helen Kellis.
Oh shit, she says.
Let's go. Carry. Just carry us this time. I think we're 0 for 2.
No, you got us on the first
Cap, one is first person. Yeah. Hell yeah, Cap. JL coming to WSOP? I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he's coming out
Hell
soon
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be out there soon. He's got the party for DOD.
He just put a post today on Twitter about giving away tiny little pieces, like micro pieces, to a bunch of his stuff. So if you go check out his Twitter, he'll let you know how to get on. It's on Pocket Fives.
All right, 1681. You're a fool.
Shocker.
You're a fool, Nodi. All right, let's go.
All right.
Here we have the Ace-4 offsuit in a $10,000 buy-in tournament. Folds around to the cutoff. Loose, aggressive kid who raises up to 7,000. Over to me in the big blind. Should we fold, call, re-raise to 21,000, or re-raise to 28,000?
What is the play with the weak ass ace in the big blind?
50 bigs deep, weak ass ace, MBB. Helen Keller, snap flat.
Call for Monkey May right away too. Call for Dennis.
Call for Dennis. Call, cat call.
Crickets.
Call.
Y'all shook?
Call.
What's going on there? Tina says, honestly, I will say call, but in game, probably fold. B money calling, contrast calling. Here they are. Now they're waking up.
Call rather than 3-bet offsuit. Okay. I went at 3 balls at 38K. Oh, 28K Bean says, okay.
Big slick calling.
28K if my opponent is. Do we know anything about the villain?
They raised 7K pre.
Yeah, I don't think he added anything outside of that.
I think he said young, good, aggressive, I think is what he said. If I remember.
28,000 for LaRock. There it is. I mean, mostly calls and then a few 3-bets. I believe Helen Keller settled on just calling.
Tina calling. Would fold in game, but calling when she's living in the mind of JL. I 100% call here. Does this hand mix? It might mix.
I mean, I think it's like 20% if I had to guess. I mean, 20% because our 3-bets at 50 probably come from strong linear, and then we probably 3-bet like 8, 9, Jack 10. I mean, 9, 10 suited, Jack 8 suited. I mean, we've been looking at the charts, but it feels like more of that region, and we kind of maybe mix some of our offsuit. So maybe this is 20%, and then the rest of it's, you know.
My chat's saying pure call for ace 4 and ace 5 is the one that mixes. So yeah, it's fine. Mixing is
Pure
fine.
call. I don't know about pure.
Mixing is fine. Jelly, thank you for the 28 months, my man. I appreciate you, buddy.
All right, let's call though.
Let's do it. I almost clicked re-raise.
This is a pretty standard spot to call. If you've looked at the GTO charts at all, you know that the Ace-X offsuit does almost no 3-betting, maybe every once in a while, but
20%.
essentially none. Let's take a look real quick. 80 big blinds deep, big blind versus hijack raise.
My charts are different.
As you see, almost entirely calls, with some Ace-8 and Ace-9 bluffing every once in a while. Ace-4 offsuit 3-bets 5% of the time. Sure. That basically means none. As you see, most of the 3-bet bluffs are going to come from suited Ace-X, and then these good, strong, suited connected type hands. Maybe a few good, high blocker type hands, but not really the low Ace-X offsuit so much, or King-X offsuit type stuff. Let's take a look at against button. Against button, though, you should know that these hands are starting to prefer 3-bet bluffing, you know, a little bit more often. Not a whole lot more often, but a little bit more often. Anyway, we're going to call. Flop comes Ace-Jack 5. If you have studied the Tournament Masterclass at all, or the Cash Game Masterclass at all, you know that you have no leading range on these big cards, because the cutoff has all of the best ones of those, and I would have 3-bet a lot of my best ones of those. Therefore, they have a whole lot of Ace, King, Ace, Queen, Ace, Jack, and I am lacking those hands. Therefore, we completely lack the range advantage, and we completely lack the nut advantage. And when that's the case, you should check to your opponent every time. They bet 7,500. Should we fold, call, raise to 20,000, or raise to 30,000?
All right.
Who's
check
balancing
raise,
their folding
fold.
range?
Folds in there.
Who's balancing?
Position center bluff if you want to fold. 21 gives them a price of 2 to 1. Mm-hmm.
All you
Another
spazzes.
bigger.
Nobody balancing their
Mhm.
folding range. Just calls in the chat.
Would we raise it if we were in a small blind? Call for a squeeze. Not this one. No, we're not squeezing ace 4-0. I don't think we get to fold any purrs. Cap says, Big Turd, check raising that ass, Seabass, 20. And everybody else calling. Helen, did you go?
You don't know your folding range, says Tina. Your folding range is all the shit that completely whiffs this board. Easy peasy.
All right, cool. Helen raises to 20K. Go ahead, Joe. Where you at?
Everybody calling.
Everybody calling?
Yeah.
Yep. Man of the hour or Helen Keller's is going 20. That's enough.
I mean, it's just one of those simple things where you ask yourself, are you raising for value? With this hand, obviously, yes. If you're raising for value, what's worse that's calling? Not a lot of.
Yeah, it's over. And then check raising this.
And if they have an ace, now you're just value touting yourself. It's terrible.
Yeah,
You would check raise your better ace X. These marginal and low ones are great to put in your flatting range to balance your flatting range so that when you do call in these spots, you sometimes have top pair, right? If you're raising ace 4, that means you're raising every ace in this spot, which means that in the times you call here, you never have an ace, and now you're exploitable.
Preach on, preacher. Preach on. I mean, whatever, everything you just said. Everything Joe just said. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's still going to have the strongest ace X in his range. You're going to make better call and worse fold? I don't know. Just call here. No check raise. Certain with this, in my opinion. But let's see if JO ever wants to mix it in. We're going to go 20K and pray it's a misclick and a quiz scoring. So
Yep.
Let's do it.
You can't fold top pair, Tina. There's no way.
This is a clear marginal main
Damn, I
hand.
knew it.
I don't see any other option in this scenario besides to call.
Can't check raise.
If we are going to raise, we want to raise to 20,000 and not 28, because then you're just losing more money than necessary when you happen to be beat. That said, this is not a spot to raise at all, because if we raise and get called, we're going to be against an ace, which we lose to, a jack, which has at least okay equity, but will not pay us off on future betting rounds, or a high equity draw, which is in fine enough shape against us. So this is not a spot to raise. In this scenario, we want to be raising with some of our best draws, stuff like Queen 10 of Hearts probably, some junky draws, maybe stuff like Queen 10 offsuit every once in a while, or something like 7-6 of clubs every once in a while, and then some flush draws. So, I'm sorry, flush draws, junky draws, and then premium hands. Premium hands are going to be something like ace queen and better if we have it, although if you look back at our pre-flop range, you don't really have a whole lot of ace queen, so maybe just like ace 10 and better, maybe 2 pair and better. It's going to be a pretty strong raising range, which does not include ace 4. So we call. Turns a jack, which is pretty bad, but we do have some jacks in our range. Should we check?
Yep, no, it's fine.
Bet 10,000, bet 20,000,
I was
or bet
curious if
30,000.
he was going to stop here and give us an option.
Alrighty. Lead or Najee?
Tina checking right away. So is Contrast. So is Monkey May I.
Mr. Check. Big Cherry going 30.
Dennis check.
Check for Helen. Check. Dylan had a ton of jack techs too, so I'm checking. I'm bluffing.
Lead. Drugs leading. What size, Drugs?
Check. I'm betting is not folding to a re-raise.
B Money says, think this is a check because we have showdown, but probably leading some part of our range here. Check for Jelly.
I like block bet. So, Peanut, what are you going small? I like block. Keno's probably
10K
gonna
for
go 10 as
drugs.
well. 10K for drugs. I'll be miserable calling another bet, to be honest.
He is not tight and passive. He is a young and aggressive player, is what we heard. Drug says bet 10K so we don't have to face a big bet.
The old bet because I don't want to get raised strategy.
Thought we never lead marginal main hand, says Marlon.
All right. Let me see. We're checking here.
We are checking as well.
All right. You checking this? Are you ever leading?
It's one of those weird spots. I was curious if you're going to stop here because I know there is a thing in poker where when the middle card or bottom card pair, we start to lead out. In game, I'm checking. I mean, I would probably check here. I've shown up value. I'm not too scared of too many rivers. I don't really care all that much if a heart comes or a queen or a king. Too much. So I would probably check here in game. But
two bets. It's more of if you're going to be willing to call two bets. It's your strategy, call turn and fold to a river.
Yeah,
triple.
I'm for sure calling turn.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about river. I don't want to give any
Evaluate.
spoilers, but I'm for sure calling turn.
Yeah, it just depends on a lot of different runouts, bet sizes, but just in the vacuum. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I can mostly check here. I wonder if we go small. But when you go small here, like it feels like when you get to the river with your value range, you would want to use a large sizing, and we're not going to do that. So I don't know, like what my plan.
Probably
like,
small.
He's just going to call, and then you're going to be what? Going small again, and then hoping he just calls with the chop, or you don't get raised. I guess is the strategy behind going small. I guess. All right, we're going to check.
Would you lead here with a jack? I wonder what the leads are like here.
I would like to lead with a jack, and if you're going to lead with your flush draw jack, it's just the ace-x that makes it more interesting, and he's going to have a lot of jacks-x in his range as well.
Open, big blind, call.
I mean, I could probably easily recreate this in the GTO Wizard.
I'm actually literally doing that as you're talking right now.
Okay, cool. We're going to go ahead and check, though, and then let's do it and see what Jonathan thinks. This is cool.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
The times you want to lead the turn are when you have a whole lot of the new effective nut hands. And, very importantly, your opponent does not. The problem with this Ace-Jack-5 board is that the opponent's going to continuation bet, especially using a small size, like they did. Notice they bet 7,500 into 18.5. They're going to make this bet basically every time. So if they continuation bet within all of their range, they have all of the jacks that they started with. So when the jack comes in a scenario, we do not improve to trips all that much more often than they do. While we certainly do have some trips, so do they. So you want to be leading essentially when the equity and EV value shifts. And that does not happen on this card because the opponent has a whole lot of jacks. It'd be different if the board was something like Ace 5-2 and the turn was a 5. Then we have a lot of 5s and they don't, right? Or if the board was something like 8-7-5 and the turn was a 7. Then we have a whole lot of 7s and they really don't because they check back a lot of them on the flop. But in this exact scenario, they have a whole lot of jacks. So we're not betting or we're not leading in this scenario ever. Even though we will have some effective nut hands here because they'll also have a lot of effective nut hands here. And they still have all the nuts, right? They still have sets. They still have ace-jack. So this is a scenario where even though we will have some trips, even then they're not the super nuts. So we're going to check every time. If we are going to lead, we want to lead small, but probably not even with this hand. We typically want to be leading pretty polarized. And I don't think ace-4 falls into our polarized category. This is still just a very clear marginal made hand. We check. Opponent bets 20,000. Should we fold, call, raise to 45,000, or go all in?
So really quickly, I'll show you guys what the chart looks like. And it's interesting because the jack, while pairing, is good for our villain's range as well. So when the jack comes, we literally have no leading range. But you change that jack to a 5, like he was saying, and we have a lot of 5s in our range. And now look at all these leads. It's because the jack is good for his range. The 5, he's got no 5s. So that changes everything. Super fun, interesting spot.
Yep.
All right, he bets 20K. What do we doing?
Kev says, I'm out.
Contrast folding as
He
well.
gone.
B Money, Jelly, Dennis, Monkey, May I, all calling. Tina folding.
Tino's doing the quiz, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Helen, where you at? We raised to 40. Oh, sheesh. Put that ass in the cage. I guess. Reckless. All in. Reckless ass jams. Peanuts calling. Helen's folding. Okay. Helen's folding. And as is your player as well, right?
Tina folding as well.
Tina folding as well. Nope, can't fold.
No.
Cannot fold. The issue being they show up with their entire range. They still just double barrel a lot. Too good to fold. Nope, no shot in hell we can just fold here.
Yeah, they're supposed to bet this card quite a bit, right? Pushes up our draws and maybe our 5x and stuff and our like wheel draws and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they could just make us fold they can just like try to make us fold flush draws, 5x floats. They could just be still bluffing. I mean, there's just.
I mean, it's one of those things. We got top pair. We're getting to the river, and we'll make a decision on the river. It's just always that. Like, you're always going to get to the river with top pair.
I don't know. Yeah, they still just raise like 30, 40% of hands here, and they just show up with it. They're c-betting their entire range. People are saying, I think he checks a Jack X on a flop a lot. Hell no, everybody c-bets the flop. And I just expect them to double barrel the turn. This feels like we have to call for sure. It feels too strong to fold.
Yep.
Let's see if JL wants to just hold.
Hey, what's up, Greg, man? How you doing?
This is a pretty annoying spot, and the opponent is using a bet size that puts us in a very difficult spot.
But the problem
like
is they showed up to since they c-bet the flop with their entire range, they show up to the turn here and just double barrel a lot. Given the fact that we don't have a lot of strong ace-X, they're still going to double barrel like their king queens, their queen tens. And actually the solver would just barrel here with under pairs as well, trying to fold out flush draws and 5x that it doesn't block. I don't know. Feels like we have to at least call.
Yeah. Greg, what's up, man? This is like chess a bit. It's funny. I remember Greg and I went to college together, and he was a big time chess guy then. And there's a lot of chess players that cross over, man. Thanks for stopping by. Would like to get paid. Sweet Aces. Tina's always saying, just send me the PayPal. Tell I'm that confident I won this quiz. She's already
telling me. They narrowed our range of turn by c-betting? No, our calling range can contain king high. We should be calling all of our 5x. Yeah, I mean, heart draws that don't just check raise here, gut shots in some capacity. You don't love it, but I feel like this is a call. Let's see if JL agrees. We were folding. Helen was folding, and maybe JL just thinks get the hell out of Dodge when they double because the triple's coming. And, we'll see. Let's do it.
All right.
They certainly could have some jacks here.
Never fold.
And when they do bet big, they're essentially saying they have perhaps a good ace and better for value plus bluffs. The tough thing about this is that we definitely... Well, the opponent definitely has a whole lot of hearts and clubs in their range, right? They would definitely bet the flop with a lot of hearts and clubs, and they'd keep betting it on the turn because they can, right? They have a whole lot of ace, king, ace, queen, ace 10 probably can value bet, and a lot of jacks. So, tough spot for us where we're kind of in a guessing game. Given we have the ace, though, we do block ace, king, ace, queen, ace 10, which makes it slightly more likely they have a bluff. The 4 of hearts does block some heart draws, but not really, right? I mean, it blocks, ace 4, which it couldn't have to begin with, and king 4, but it really does not block a whole lot of bluffs for the opponent. So the 4 is kind of irrelevant. So I think we just have to call. This is one of these tough scenarios where I think the plan is to call turn and then usually fold river, especially if it's any card that connects with the board in any meaningful way. If the river is something like a 6 of diamonds, maybe we find a hero call some portion of the time, but I think this is a spot where we have to call all aces, all jacks. Maybe we do raise some jacks and some draws, but we're calling with a lot of ace-X in this scenario. Definitely a tough spot, though, because we are going to be in a guessing game on the river. You don't really want to be in a guessing game on the river, but sometimes it's completely unavoidable, where a guessing game meaning if you check the river and they bet, you're just straight bluff catching, and it's not a great scenario at all because they have all the nuts. So you're essentially guessing, will they find enough bluffs? That said, if there's ever a world or a game where your opponents will find enough bluffs, it is in $10,000 buy-in tournaments. So I think I like calling here, planning to fold the river. River's a 6 of clubs. Some draws get there. This is going to be a check fold on the river.
Oh my
Check,
god.
check, though, and we lose.
Sometimes you lose.
Should the opponent
Cats
gone for
are
value
just
on the river?
shook.
I think it would be thin. This goes back to some of the concepts I talk about in my recent quizzes here, where I say that you have to be a little bit careful going for thin value against good players, because if I did have a flush draw,
we have a
say
lot
I
of
had
jack
king,
X.
queen of clubs, king 10 of clubs, king 9 of clubs, king 8 of clubs, any of those clubs, I would definitely check them on the river, right? So the opponent cannot just freely value bet, because imagine I'm folding ace 4, which I just told you I was going to do before we even saw what the opponent has. If I'm folding ace 4 on the river, and I have a lot of, well, at least some clubs in my range, and some jacks in my range, like say I had jack 7 suited, I would not raise it on the turn, right? Because I could easily be beat by a better jack or pocket aces or pocket 5s. So if I have some jacks in my range and some clubs in my range, the opponent can't value bet this ace king. But imagine I always raise every jack on the turn, and imagine I always lead every flush on the river, like a lot of bad straightforward players do. Then the opponent can get away with value betting. So in a smaller stakes game against players who aren't going to balance their range well, or they're just going to make blunders by playing their hand super face up, you can certainly go for value on this river, especially with a medium bet size of something like 35k. But against stronger players, you have to be a little bit more cautious value betting in this spot. I like the way the opponent played his hand. I think he played it well. Maybe he could bet bigger on the flop because I have pretty good range connectivity here. Either I have an ace or a jack or a draw or nothing. So I think maybe the opponent's supposed to bet bigger on the flop, like 15,000 or 14,000. On the turn, I like a sizable bet, puts my draws and ace-x in a pretty bad spot. And then on this river, even though it's kind of a blank, clubs do get there. So I like to check it back. If this was a 6 of diamonds, though, I do think the opponent should probably go for value. And then, to be fair, I might find the hero call. So that would have worked out better for the opponent if the river was a blank. But I like the way the opponent played the hand. Whenever you are playing games where after the hand you're always like, the opponent played that pretty well. If you say that over and over and over and over again, maybe it means the games are pretty tough. And if the games are tough, there's probably not much of an edge to be had. But if you're playing in your games and you often see your opponents making blunders left and right, then you're probably in a very profitable game. At least if you're not making the same blunders.
Let me know when you catch up.
All right, we're done.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, we just can't fold top pair, guys. I mean, no, it's king. You can't fold top pair on the turn. He's going to have a lot of bluffs. That's it.
And one thing I wanted to note there as well is like people are scared of like facing something on the river. I think because you show up with a lot of Jack X in your range as well, you're not going to get bluffed on the river too often. I think they're just going to fire their bluffs on the turn and then just give up as well. And then there will be guys in games in the low stakes who will never bluff this turn, right? As well. So if they pot the turn, you have this. And you're going to make some kind of hero fold versus a nit. It makes some sense, right? They just don't have bluffs.
Yeah, people are asking to see the solve, so you can see here, just no ace-x ever folding.
Yeah, I mean, in real life, you're not...
never folding.
Oh, let me show... I could probably...
It's zero folds with ace-x, period.
Yeah, just know that you can't fold the turn. You're overfolding, monsters under the bed, always scared of, like, you can't just play poker scared like that. You'll get ran over versus good people who are just going to barrel in this spot and try to make you fold your flush draws, your 5x's, and your floats. It's going to happen.
People asking what the value bets on the river were.
Versus Nit, I agree, Keno, for sure. Versus Nit, who pot, versus a big bet. Versus Nit, small bet, you still have to call, I think. But versus Nit, big bet, get out.
Yeah, obviously, betting your flushes, betting all your ace-x in the position for value. These look like bluffs here. Oh, your jacks, spending all your jacks for value.
Overfolding a lot. I agree. Yeah, I can see that shit, Keno. I bet everybody plays just snug live.
The ace-king is actually checking the river.
Yeah, the ace-king should check the river. It's going to be hard to get 3, and we should be just check calling some jack X and never leading on river, which means we would just check raise or check call with better.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Is that no folding top pair ever specifically because it's an ace? Well, yeah, because it's not only that we're blocking a lot of, but they need to use a lot of hands as a bluff on turn as well. And you got to remember they show up on the turn with their entire range they open with because they bet range on flop.
Yeah.
People are thinking cats are checking.
Jack's a good bluff
X.
card too. Like, yeah, you can't fold top pair.
Guys are thinking like people are checking their mid pairs and checking stuff or checking mid aces, bro. Like it's just people are just betting. Everything. Oh shit, we got a 25.
32 for the Tina.
What all piss?
She killed it. Got a little hurt by the fold on the turn,
piss.
but otherwise crushed it.
Good job. And we'll do one more. We got time for one more. New keyword, you can do it.
Knit folds.
Knit folds. Spazzy.
Oh, you want
Spazzy
ACR, Tina? Okay, I was getting ready to send you PayPal.
Yeah, I gotta get some. I gotta find some ACR. Let me check this.
All right, Tina, in your account.
Wait a minute, maybe I have a couple of showings here. Knit folds is the keyword. We got a couple eligible. Oh, I got a couple bucks. We'll pick another quiz. Yeah, let's do. We can finish with this Affleck.
Yeah, back up to 1684.
Yes.
Got it.
Following for almost 1 year. I appreciate that. Net folds. No, it's knit folds.
Net folds. That's your problem.
Remember the rule, tell good food places in Vegas. I've been thinking about the food options.
Oh, no problem.
Oh man, I can't wait. I'm like starving myself, getting ready to put on some weight in Vegas, like eating fucking good ass food spots.
Did the floor play any part in the decision making toward the end? Yeah, I mean, we'd be calling with better ace-x and folding our shittiest ace-x for sure. We probably would have check raised our best ace-x, like he was saying.
I live near Canes. Fuck Canes. I'm sorry, not really. I mean, it's fine.
Canes is all right. It's fine.
I've had it enough. Yeah,
but it's not like the best thing ever. It's just fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not bad.
4-bet Mustafa Cannon, the 3K 6 max too. That felt good. That must have felt awesome. Now I'm jealous. Now I'm getting jealous. That sounds awesome. All right, we got a quiz, and we're gonna pick a winner. Let's pick some contestants. Let's go, baby. Oh shit! He comes in and ships it right away.
We bring in the DMC, Dennis. We got the Team Toe legend for the last quiz of the day.
Biloxi comes in, says, "What's up, guy?" Enters the giveaway and wins it.
Rigged.
Biloxi, what a legend. That's what I do. I come in and ship shit.
Rigged.
All right, legend. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you'll be in Vegas next week, and we'll get together. I'm trying to organize I want to get up to Red Rock, man, and get a nice little hike, or maybe Mount Charleston again. But I think if we do Charleston, Toes out of there.
I'm out of Charleston, but you got me for Red Rock.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if I want to.
I mean, I'll drive you up there, wait in the car, smoke a cigarette, the nice scenery. That shit was crazy.
So funny. Leave for Vegas in the morning. Yeah, let's get it, my dude. All right. We were doing this 1684.
Yep. Dennis in the hot seat.
So is Biloxi. Let's go.
Yep.
All right, in this hand, we have the Ace of Clubs, Queen of Spades, 35 big blinds in the cutoff. Hijack, competent reg, 2300. Should we fold, call, re-raise to 6800, or go all in?
35 effective. Competent reg in the hijack with 100 of those big blinds. Everybody behind, it looks like 35 effect. Kept snap calling. Meatball calling.
3 bets right away from Marlon and Big Slick.
Ooh. Sushi is bomb in the middle of the desert.
I mean,
I don't really fuck with the sushi, but man,
we're only 4 hours from the ocean. It's not like we can't get fresh fish here in the desert. Just saying.
There's a spot inside in the Cosmo that had.
You could fly fish here in 45 minutes from LA. Like,
true. Thank you, Nolly. We're glad you appreciate the content, man. I think get better for free, make some mistakes for free, right? We make these mistakes in games and we get to learn. We all get to share our thought processes and our opinions in the situations. Can't do anything but get a little bit better from being here for sure.
Mm-hmm.
3-bet from Helen Kellers. Call.
Hey, what's up, Larry?
I think we had 25 or less. We 3-bet. This is a call, I think. Call. Cosmo Secret Pizza. Ooh.
Call for Monkey May I. Call for Contrast. Raise for B Money. I don't
All of it.
see Dennis. Oh,
right,
6.8K. I see Dennis. He's raising.
Yeah, and Biloxi was 3-betting to 6.8K as well.
Cool. What are you doing?
RP Venom calling. He's Shipley this. So yeah, this is kind of interesting. I know the later positions we do get to 3-bet a little bit more. This is an interesting situation where maybe flatting is reasonable between flatting and 3-betting.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two options, it can't be anything else. You're never folding. All in feels like too much from here as we make worse hands fold and pretty much just get called by flips and better. He never calls 35 with ace jack or ace 10, so you've convinced him to calling you with ace kings, jacks, and 10s and things to just crush you from here. Just a steal could be fine, but I don't know. It feels like mostly calling, maybe some re-raise to 68.
I think mostly calling.
Maybe mostly calling. Yeah, just mostly calling, right? And then it's nice here because you'll open up the squeezing ranges from the blinds and the button that'll actually squeeze hands that you have dominated. Like they're supposed to use king 10, queen 10, ace 10, things like that, ace jack to squeeze, and then now, boom, you have those hands dead. So yeah, I think this is a squeeze and call and snap these squeezes off. Personally,
yeah, I 100% agree all the way. And ace queen is one of the most common hands that I think people raise in these spots when it's mostly flat. So I think it's a common situation here.
Yeah, and I think it is a situation we could probably 3-bet, and it won't be a mistake, right? Like it's just gonna be fine.
Literally right after I said that, Jackson pumped it in my chat and said raise. Just thought the timing was funny. All right, we're raising.
Yeah, I would mostly just flat here in game. Might be 90% flat. So, all right, let's go ahead and raise as well. I think we'll do that. You ready?
Yep.
This is a pure call for me.
Sure. I love it. I'm like 90%.
Ace queen off. I don't want a 3-bet call with this hand. I would 3-bet ace queen suited.
Yep.
Ace queen suited is strong enough, I think, to 3-bet call off here for 35.
Yep.
Ace queen off, I don't think is quite strong enough. Also, when we 3-bet
You just
ace
get
queen
fucking
off,
dead guys.
we fold out a lot of ace X that we dominate and queen X that we dominate. People behind us can squeeze, so if someone squeezed behind us, I would not fold my hand. So that's like another benefit. We can let people in with worse aces. So I like the call. Squeezing to 6,800 and then calling a shove, I guess, is reasonable. And then going all in is not really a thing here in position for this many chips. But I guess it's a okay option. Like, I'd give it like a C-. Like, it's for sure a plus EV shove, but I think calling is better.
Me too.
So we call. The button calls. So we go 3 ways. And we get this low board with 2 clubs. And our opponent bets 4,000. Should we
welcome to hell?
Call, raise to 10,000, or go all in?
Hey, what's up over Aggressive Fish? Good to see you, my man. Good morning. Now you're here. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being here? It's poker.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? What are you doing? Call for Dennis. Call for Contrast. I think he might be talking to Jackson.
Oh, yeah, I was saying, what's up?
Call for Jackson.
I'm going to have to transfer. With the ace of clubs, I float, call, Helen folds, Keno folds, Peanut folds, Larock folds. Call. Re-raise for Noldy.
Overfold, says Monkey Man.
My goodness. Easy fold, he says. Nut flush blocker. Yep. Here we are on the road again.
What's your
I
contestant
guess I
doing?
have to fold. Let me see. Biloxi is. I don't think he put it in the chat. He's floating.
Floating. So is Dennis.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. You're dead. I mean, he's c-betting.
And the two
He's
people.
c-betting into two people on a board that doesn't really flat favor his range. You have a player behind who can just have all these underpairs that they didn't decide to squeeze. You can just get wrecked here. I'm just folding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just folding. I mean, this is. I'm out of there.
Me too.
Get me out.
Yep.
Too loose of a float in the middle, and you still have guy behind the guy sets. This guy can have you dead deciding to c-bet over pair.
I still have 7s and 8s and 9s and 10s in the range. Yeah.
Dude, these backdoor nut flush draw multi-way chasing dreams. You can't do it multi-way.
Right.
Who gives a shit about your single club when you're three-way when you're multi-way on a 3 low card board where you need to hit perfect to win.
And Monkey Man says this is a big sizing in a multi-way pot where he went almost half pot, which is true. And this is a competent reg who knows this, right? Yeah.
And a competent reg c-betting on a bad board and the two people behind.
We're heads up. You're always floating this, right?
Yeah, I mean, for this side. Yeah, I mean, you're not. Yeah, it's easier float there, but just get me the hell out of here for this.
Totally
agree. We're going to float because
that's what they're doing.
But let's see if Affleck also thinks this may be too strong. And
I mean, we did see the way he played that fucking King Queen. He's gonna get a text from me after this stream, so anything's possible at this point. Let's go.
Anything is possible. I wouldn't be surprised if he floats this, but man, God, it feels bad. Please,
get out. Fuck Affleck. Ready, go.
Please fold. Ready, go.
Fold Affleck. Thank you, Lord.
If our opponent bet 3,000, so the problem with this spot here is the button's range is really strong here. Yes, the button is missing all the really good hands, but the button's range is like, what hands overcall here? Take a second to think about that. It's a lot of small pairs, suited aces, suited broadways that don't shove, and like not a lot of offsuit junk. So pretty good flop for the button. Like the button has the highest percentage of a set for sure. So we are concerned about the button. The weird thing here is the hijack should have basically no bets here. They should just check their entire range. Their range was way too wide pre-flop, and it's a really bad board for them because all their jack 10 offs, king jack offs, queen jack offs, they just miss with too many of those. So they should be checking here a lot. If we didn't have the ace of clubs, this isn't even close. We'd fold. So this player bet more like closer to half pot here, 45%, not like the normal 30. So it's a really tough spot. 30%, we mostly just call, but even we mix a little bit of folds here because we still have this player behind that. It's kind of threatening. Versus larger bet, it's really close. I think we should fold. I don't think people I think people recognize here they can't just bet with jack 10 offsuit and stuff here. I think it's going to be a little bit value heavy, but we're doing really well against pocket sevens and stuff. So I still like calling. I don't really have too much of a preference here between fold and call. If you gave me one option, heads up, this is 100% call, never a fold. But with this player left back behind that can have really good coverage on this board, makes it really dicey here. And so because of that, I'm going to lean slightly towards fold. Heads up here, 0% fold.
Thank you.
I do call. Button folds, which is good.
I do call after all that.
And the hijack checks. Should we check? Bet 5,000, bet 8,500, or bet 12,000?
I know what I'm doing.
All right. What now, guys? I'm sorry about the volume issues with this quiz. I don't know.
Was it low?
It's the last set.
Felt like it was okay.
Yeah, your volume was better than mine in this situation. They were saying in channel, my bad. But he really said he didn't have a preference. He would skew a little bit more fold, given the button's overcalling range, which is going to contain some suited aces and low players and some cards that really connect with some playability here. So he didn't really love floating too much, but he thought it was fine given the stack size being less than half. Over half, you snap fold to shit. every time. But even then, you could just find the fold, and the EV's probably good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Snap checks for Dennis.
I guess with the passive line, we check back now. Biloxi to Vegas.
2 contestants. Answers in right away.
I'm already a great player.
Monkey Man says, probe it like a proctologist.
Damn. It must be nice to already be a great player. Holy shit. You know what he says? I'm already a great player, but it's good to see things from other perspectives. Teach me. Have that much confidence.
P-Money says, 5K here, Shove River.
Left
8.5K coming in for Monkey Man and Contrast.
And shoving most rivers. Woo, 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 woo. If he checks now, I'm betting.
We do block Ace King of Clubs. That is true.
You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. Ooh. All right.
Dennis checking.
Yeah, and we are checking now as well. Biloxi's checking.
Toe is checking. I have the mantra in my head. Don't turn ace high into a bluff. Don't turn ace high into a bluff. Don't turn ace high into a bluff. This has got shutdown value. We're never getting like jacks to fold or anything like that. So
yeah, it is. I mean, I used to maybe think about bluffing this because it's like
too.
you block all the strongest ace king, king, queen. He probably doesn't take those lines with those hands. We can have some king, queen with some king, queen of clubs and hearts and stuff like that. We could have floated here with. It seemed pretty reasonable to just bet here, but what are we trying to make fold? We're trying to make 10s, 9s, and stuff like that fold. Maybe if we're going to just follow through for 2 streets, go 8.5 and then jam river. A lot of times I could see being reasonable because we also get the benefit of like, if it's a club on the river, if, straight draw type cards where we might have had sets. We block him having a king. So maybe 8.5 and then jam is just the best. But don't turn ace high into a bluff. But at the same time, it's like...
Especially not this good of an ace high.
But, I mean, it almost feels like we should. At the same time. But, I mean, I know. I'm always looking for an aggressive way to win the pot sometimes. And it just seems like from a range perspective, when we have a lot of sets and we block the top pair... and this might be just neutral, and we just let him win with like pocket 8s or something like that. Feels fucking gross. I just don't want to let pocket 8s win. Pocket 9s win. I just want to put him in.
A good player is going to call you if that river's a blank.
They're going to
anyway.
call. They're going to call the 8.5, and then I'm jamming on them.
They're going to call the river if it's a blank.
Clubs. But I mean,
if they're
club.
Good.
Clubs are getting our range. We can use a club as a blank. Our queen and ace could be good. I don't know, man.
If they're good and that river is some random blank, right? And they should be calling pocket 8s because now you're only repping king.
No, we also have sets we overcalled with because we didn't jam. We have all the sets in our range as well.
Okay.
I'm just saying. All right, let's go ahead and check and let's see what Matt thinks.
Don't spaz it, Matt.
So, I think it's time to start.
Let's go!
Spaz
Talking about
life!
how close this hand was on the flop. That should be
8.5 AS.
kind of trigger that this is one of the worst
We out
hands
here.
I would call with. If I had ace jack, I'd probably start folding a lot. Ace 10, I don't really have anymore. So this is like my worst ace. My
I would
king
lose switch
queen
on
with
the
the king of
bottom
clubs,
there.
king jack with the king of
Makes
clubs that
sense.
I sometimes call, those all got there.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it
All
up.
the king extra clubs. So like, my range here on the turn is gonna be pretty polarized between like, I'm gonna start betting some king X. I still have sets I would have called. I don't have much of a raising range on the flop because I had the button left to act, so I don't like raising on the flop. And so I think this works as a polarized bluff. It gives us board coverage on aces that are normally going to be bad for us that we can shove on. It also, a queen normally wouldn't be a good card for us and gives us a nice coverage there. I think we should start getting folds from like pocket 8s and stuff. But I don't know if people fold enough here when we bet there. Very, very close spot. I think betting 8,500 is the best. I think checking is a reasonable option as well. And then, like heads up, this would 100% be a check because our range is wider, so we have worse hands to bluff from. The 3-way, again, our range is much tighter on the flop, so we need to bluff the stronger hands. So that's like a very, very key concept here. I don't think 12,000 makes a lot of sense because of the SPR. I think 8,500 makes a lot of sense here as a geometric sizing if you are going to bluff.
Mm-hmm.
So I did check. Jack of diamonds on the river. and the hijack bet's 6,500. Should we fold,
Oh my
call,
god.
raise to 15,000, or go all in?
Now what the hell are we gonna do?
Matt never makes the plays I like in these quizzes. He always puts on an even tougher spot on the next street every time. Full life sucks. Yeah, Overaggressive Fisher stream's about over. We'll be back. I think I'm gonna stream tomorrow since I only got a few days left before Vegas. Kev's just folding. Folding like a condo in Miami.
What does that mean?
Explain
Folding
yourself,
like a
Tito.
condo in Miami?
I'd imagine it has to do
Dennis
something.
folding. Fold. All folds.
I'm mucked flat, bro.
I have mind melded with Affleck.
Yeah, that doesn't mean we can't play from here. Get your ass back in. Put him back on the court, coach. Due to hurricanes. I see 0 calls.
Me too.
Every single person folding. I don't see a call, a raise, nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, everybody.
0.
I have enough spews of my own making. I have enough spewy lines in my game. I mean, I can't. Oh, RP Venom says, fuck it, I'll shove. It's only a 10K. You're too rich to care, of course. Dude, like, none of the draws we would have floated with got there. I don't know. We had the ace of... I'm trying to find a reason. I wonder if Matt ever... I guess you don't psych yourself out and just snap fold. You doing anything but folding here, Toe?
No.
Yeah, are you going to just try to let me bury myself and try to find some spazzy way to win this pot? There's no way.
And now he's betting a jack? Like, what the fuck? Like... Yeah.
I don't...
Jackson says, Toe, Six is going to get in next week at 2 p.m. when it's 109 degrees out and try to drag people out for Red Rock hiking. Convince him the retweets aren't worth it. True. That is true. We're not doing that day one.
No. Hell no. All right. We're folding. Give me out. All right?
Yeah, we're folding. Fucking fold.
Give me out. I clicked it. Give me out.
All right.
So here, I think
Ooh.
a fold is a majority of the answer. I think every once in a while, if you want to go all in here, I think that's a pretty reasonable answer as well. I would go all in
I
here
like
with
that.
King Queen if I check back the flop. I would go on here with probably King 10 if I check back the flop against this bet sizing. I just think this bet sizing is really like Ace Jack, Queen Jack, maybe pocket 10s, pocket 9s going for thin value. and I don't think people defend this small bet versus raises very, very well. So as long as we have the value, I think this is a reasonable hand to raise. They probably don't. They should almost never bluff with the ace of clubs, so that's pretty good. We block ace king, we block king queen, we block ace jack, we block queen jack. Those are all relevant hands to block here. So every once in a while, I don't hate the shove, but mostly I think folding is just the best option here.
Damn, what a just rip. We had one person say, "Jam RP Venom." I want to call it out. Good job, buddy. You wanted to spaz out.
Sometimes.
Here. It is sometimes good. Hell yeah. Everybody else folding like a nit. You a true one. Good job.
You're true one.
Well. That's gonna
Feels
do
like
it.
a reset. Whatever line makes sense to Jack, Ace King.
Oh shit! What a good study stream, guys.
Locking the shop up and grabbing lunch. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Contrast. I appreciate you, buddy. Big Slick. Might rep the king, but at this point it's full. Yep, Monkey Man says, tell Matt the minion is like his recent quizzes where he shows hands, he reviews, corrects, and shows a better option. Okay, I'll let him know.
I love it.
I'm
All
actually
right.
going to text him today. So
Yeah, I need to hit him up and see if he has play. I'm sure he's playing every day, so it's whatever.
yeah, I'm just going to invite him over to the house while you're here.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys for kicking it once again. Another productive streaming. I think we all got a little bit better. It was a fun day of some tough, crazy quizzes. We will revisit that Romero quiz. And also, I don't know what's gonna happen with the study stream next week.
I'll be here.
I can't. Yeah, I'll be at your house, but
He might be asleep in the
might
living
be-
room, but I'll be here.
I might be knocked the fuck out. These streams are early on the West Coast, so. And if I'm hungover or something, GG. No, I'll roll over and be here. But nonetheless, thank you guys, and make sure to give Toe a follow. Make sure to give my man Toe.
Yeah, give 6 the follow. Put the caster command out there. !PC and both chats for you to sign up for free for PokerCoach.com, where you get 20 free quizzes, people I charge for 100 bucks more, and a bunch of homework assignments. If you sign up for the premium, there are webinars. There are, matter of fact, right now, webinar going off with Tristan Wade. If you want to get in on that and you're a premium member, do that. Thank you for the Happy Father's Day, Jackson. Happy Father's Day to you too, my man.
Happy Father's Day today?
Tomorrow.
Oh shit! You know that.
Yeah. So. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. YouTube in the chat, ! YouTube, if you want to see this one from the beginning or any of the ones we've done in the past out there for you. Who won the quiz? 33 points. That's a good question, Dennis. He wanted his $5. He said, "You're not getting out of here, Toe, without my $5."
Oh, we got 33.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a flip?
It's a flip. We end the stream with the flip.
Oh, you fucked up. You fucked up, Dennis.
By calling it out. Time to watch your flip. First person to call it, heads or tails.
First person to call it, heads or tails. While you're doing that, we did PC, !PC Discord in my chat, Discord in Six's chat, for you to get in the poker coaching Discord, where there's tons of free content, 4 study groups a week, AMAs pretty damn close to once a month, giveaways every week. So there you go.
Over 4 versus nits, over a call. More
tails. Dennis calls tails.
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
Flipping it.
I think Biloxi did.
Dennis hit tails anyways. It's a good day to be in the army.
He won the flip.
He won the flip.
What? I'm like shocked.
Well, me too. It's a fucking shock to all of us. Dennis, you probably want to PayPal like always. Let me know. Send me the link like you do. Congratulations, buddy. Cool. And that's it. It's a wrap. I was looking on who to throw a host to. The only fucking person I saw was Braz. I was trying to change it up, and I don't really see anybody else.
Nope. Poker Braz it is. He's family around these parts. So we'll make sure to give him the rate. Guys, thank you for the support, and good luck tomorrow. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there as well. And I'll be most likely streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get myself motivated to do so. So we'll see what's up.
Cool.
Poker Brawls for the raid. Make sure to throw those emotes in there, and take care, guys. Good
Peace.
luck. Peace.